Hi everybody, welcome to Talk-ohhh-Challenge, where I try to let you into my brain as much as I can when it comes to planning and composing and painting. My name is Sarah, I'm the artist behind Pinselgeschichten, and I'm using a word generator to come up with something that I haven't thought about for so many hours or months before I draw it, because that wouldn't be fair to you. So let's get started, shall we? This is the trusty word generator, and the new word is, drum roll, please do faster. For reals now? Oh, come on, no. Assignability, definition, the quality of being assignable. Now that, that is difficult. Wow, assignability. How the heck am I supposed to draw that? Or paint it? So I'm just gonna write down the word for later to make it easier for me once I edit the video, so that I still know the name, though maybe the word generator is already closed. So assignability, what was it? The quality of being assignable. Or you could assign people to tasks, or animals to do something, again, tasks. So, like, for example, if you're a human and you have a certain skill, you're probably more assignable to something than other people that can do something. Like, for example, I don't know, if you want to have new tiles in your bathroom, I'm capable of doing that. You could assign me to doing that work. If it comes to electricity and stuff, no, not my kind of thing. I'm not comfortable doing that since I don't know a lot about it. Like, enough about it to make it safe in a house, right? So I wouldn't be assignable for that. But it's quite difficult to paint something like that. Sorry, I have to adjust the chair. The bones are hurting, I'm getting old. Well, if I definitely don't want to go with humans, because that's just, I don't feel it. What I think is going with animals instead, and as I said, they are assignable for certain tasks as well. Like, you got like the dog being the part of the herder duo, like the shepherd and the dog when it comes to sheep. So the dog is assignable for that. You couldn't use a cow for it. Well, you could, but would make a lot of sense. So I would like to go like that. But I don't want to go with the dog. Not feeling the dog. I'm in a weird mood. I have to warn you already. This is going to be maybe a bit grumpy, because again, bones are hurting like hell, especially the hands, and that prevents me a bit from doing artwork. It's the weather, so yeah, what can you say? I know that it's gonna pass, but it just annoys me that I can't use all the art supplies that I might want to use, just because I can't hold certain things in my hands for long without needing to take painkillers, and I don't want to take them. So one thing, and I maybe should approach the piece, the painting, this way this week, not going with a topic, but which medium I could work with. Watercolors work. I did use them this morning on my Bible sketch challenge kind of thing. So that worked. I'm not sure that I could work with markers or pastel chalks. Nothing that I have to hold like this. I'm fine with like that between the fingers. That's fine. But holding something like this to do something, difficult. So that would leave acrylics or watercolors. With acrylics, I might need more force, so I think watercolors. Since it worked this morning, I think I'm gonna go watercolors. Which limits a bit the topic or the scene that I might paint, or the approach in which I would choose for that. So let's say I go with watercolors since they're doable for me today. Assignability. Well, let's go with the animals. Let's go down the animal road. There's dogs that, like I said, that you can assign to a task. Cats, not so much. They got their own mind. Turtles, not really. Chicken, well, they do the stuff on their own. They're not. You could assign them to lay the eggs, but they would do anyways if they feel good. If they don't feel good, they don't lay eggs. So, what else is there? Cows, the milk thing, again, not really. Well, it's a task that, or it's something that they do, but it's not something that they could choose, that they could be good at or could be trained in. It's more like, yeah, it's a part of the animal and what it does. So I wouldn't put that in the category of assigning someone or something to do something. I like the idea of sheep. Like, when I said the dog is part of the duo that herds sheep, I really like sheep. Could sheep be assigned for something? Well, yeah, except for the wool, which is like totally like with the milk with a cow. God damn, I can't talk. What else? Well, they are great lawnmower, that's for sure. Is that a task? Yeah, it could be a task. What if you have a lawn that has to be mowed and you don't go with a lawnmower, but with a sheep? Putting that in front of you. But that would be more comic. I would use markers for that, not watercolors. But I could do it with watercolors, I guess. Now the funny thing is that you have these rows when you go with a lawnmower that you could see distinctively where the mower went, what way they went. You don't see that with sheep, but what if you would? That would be funny. Would be like an ad. Have your own ecologically green, awesome lawnmower sheep. I think, well, it would be, I could depict that by looking down on the grass. Like, for example, say this whole thing is the lawn and you got the sheep here. And you got rows already eaten, and here it's not. Things like that. And then I have a banner up here that says eco-friendly lawnmower or something. Like A, B, C, saying that the words would be here. Or you'd have the same thing, like the bow here with the ABC, you know, and have the sheep from the side. But then you needed a handle or something to have the gag. Because here you can't really see the rows, you know, or you could also go with a circle that the sheep eats, and you have like a wooden thingy here where you have a chain and the sheep goes. I'm sorry, I'm giggling already. Sheep goes like that. But I think this one is funnier because it's not chained, so though it's assigned to a task, there is just the sense of a bit of freedom and not having a chain there. I think I would like this one more. I'm not really in love with this perspective, so I'm just not even gonna try making it work. So we have a top view, and now the question would be why not? I don't need to go for realistic. I could go quite funny, quite comic-y, like I said, with the watercolors and make it look like an ad from the 50s or something. Like having these typical orange colors here and having the warm greens, just light green, dark green, and just by the way I go with the pencil, with the brush, like going in really soft lines here and having like dots tapped here only. And I could go rather small with it size-wise on the paper, which would, well, not really benefit my aching hands, but it would take me maybe less time just because I need to cover less surface, which is definitely something I need to think about today, which sucks and totally annoys me. Where I could go medium size to make the movement of the hands be okay, but not work for 5 hours on a piece. And I would definitely use masking fluid for this one, for the sheep. Probably also here, it would really, I guess it would really work with the ad style. So I'm going for it. I'm going watercolors, I'm going with masking fluid to go at least for this line and the sheep. I'm going with a rose. And I need to come up with a sentence up for the ad. But I think something down the line of get your eco-friendly lawnmower today or something. Or eco-friendly lawnmower, just 99 bucks or something. Something like that. But I think that's funny enough. I could use a tiny bit with these marker pens here in the end to give a bit of light and shadow and comic illustration-y style, things I can only achieve with watercolors if I incorporate ink, and I can't hold the pen for ink today. It's too thin, so not working. But I could go with the markers. I think that would be fine. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna make it and then I'm gonna show you the result. So I'm going to set up, stay tuned. I'm putting a bit of music onto the sped up video for the painting, and then I'm going to come back and we'll see. Voila, there you have it. This is Assignability, the most eco-friendly lawnmower there is on the planet. I decided not to go with the ad because I think it would have disturbed the nice flowing kind of thing if I had had a banner up here. So on a split-second decision, I decided not to go for it. So this is pretty much when you look at the sketch, all that section here, I just did not do it. I did, however, have the sheep, though I changed the position to go upwards. I decided to do the flower bushes around here and add some more color. And to kind of replace the ad part that I did not put up here, but I mean, you could put it in the description of the painting, or you could have a little banner down here with a paper clip having the ad sentence on it, but I felt somehow it would disturb the painting. So I thought long and hard where to put it, and I really, really tried to put it in there, but in the end, I didn't. This one here is way looser than I actually planned, but that is because my hands started aching once I put the watercolor down. So I just did some doodles around here to have some kind of an illustration-y look or a comic-y look. But honestly, I would have liked to just have it done with watercolors, but yeah, no, not happening. On the other hand, it was okay to paint because I used the bigger brush and I did go full DIN A4 paper here. I first thought I could maybe just frame it with the masking fluid that I used the sheep for, that I used for the sheep, but I decided not to. For whatever reason, this brain here in my hand knows what to do, though that brain in my head sometimes says otherwise, and wants something different. My hand knows what it can do and overrules the brain in my head. So yeah, I think it's goofy, it's funny, but it's nothing special. I like the outcome for the time that it just took. It was maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes now. It wasn't really, really long, but I like the simplicity, and still it says way more when you look at it, and might make you thinking, because it's an eco-friendly lawnmower, and with what's going on in the world right now, with resources being not as well easily accessible maybe as they were a couple of years ago, I think it's just a nice thing. Maybe at one point when my fingers are not hurting anymore, which I expect any day now, because that goddamn spring storm gotta be over at some point, I might do that with markers and on a smaller size, and really go for the ad style. So this is not out of the picture. This stays in the planned or suggestion kind of pile on my desk, and let me tell you, that pile is huge. So yeah, maybe one day in the near future I'm going to make the ad for it and try a different style with the topic. So I think that's that for today. I'm going to leave it at that, and then I'm going to come back on the Talk-ohhh-Challenge Saturday review kind of video. I'm letting it sit for a week, and then I'm going to publish, and then I'm going to look back at it and see if I still like it. It's maybe one thing that I can tell you that definitely always is in my brain: make it simple, don't overcomplicate, and don't get hung up on the details. Sometimes it's really nice to be forced to paint with huge brushes. You saw that big brush, it's a 1.5 inches, so you can't really go for details and single grass pieces, but you gotta stay loose, and I think sometimes that's a good thing, though you might want to do something else. The outcome of what you were capable of or what you could do that day might surprise you, although it has not very much in common with what I might have wanted out of the painting. So enough of the ramble. I'm going to go now, leave you with that. If you have any questions, any comments, anything you want to throw at me, leave it in the comment section below. I would very, very much appreciate that. And if you feel that other people should see this goofy painting and how it comes together and all of that, like and share this video. This is also very, very much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, well, go ahead. I got lots of different kinds of art videos for you every week, as well as a board game video with my husband on Sundays. So that's a different kind of silliness. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy whatever you're doing, and maybe you got some time to create something. And well, stretch your artistic muscles. Thank you again. Have a good one. Bye bye.